Crypto.com launched the loaded lion meme coin, $lion. It is almost about to surpass the price of CRO, which is crazy because it is the native cryptocurrency for the Kronos chain. If you look at the lion token, it is lion paired with wrapped crow, and this meme might actually surpass the utility token for the chain. And it's a meme about an NFT. It's wild. Is this good for Crypto.com? Is this good for Kronos? What does this mean for CRO? And what comes next with the tariffs that are going live tomorrow? I've got a few things to talk to you guys about today, including a new issue that Crypto.com is having in Ohio from the Gaming Commission about their sports betting capabilities. I got to talk to you guys about some of these stories because they're very, very interesting. A wild time, and tariffs go live tomorrow. Let's get into it, guys. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I'm Crypto Kip. Do me a favor. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel for more crypto content, and let's talk a little bit about this. So here it is. Here is your loaded lion meme coin. Here's the price. If you were to get in on this first little dip down here, you could have gotten it $238 million, and it's currently up to $2.5 billion. That's 10x, guys. Almost an 11x. And it's still climbing. Yesterday in my live stream, I was saying, well, it looks like maybe perhaps it was forming a little bit of a head and shoulders. Nope, it's still going up. Wild that this coin is still going up. I wouldn't have expected this to happen for many reasons. One, the Loaded Lions NFTs, though very popular amongst the Crypto.com community and Kronos community, were not necessarily a wildly successful NFT project. They recently had a very nice spike in the floor prices, kind of back to not even the highs for the Lion NFTs, but now they came out with this Loaded Lions token, and what's excellent about it is they rewarded all the Loaded Lion NFT holders. NFTs are somewhat dead in the crypto space, but I know that the people that hold Loaded Lions, love it. They are part of the Lion fam. And the fact that Crypto.com actually gave an airdrop to all these Loaded Lion land and I think it was the landholders, and I think it was certainly for the actual Loaded Lions themselves. If you own Loaded Lions, you got the free Lion tokens. I know there's certainly people that saw this and said, well, hey, I'm going to buy some of this. I personally did not buy any. I did get some of the airdrop, and that was fine. And it's doing nice and well. Made a little bit of good money on that. I'm pretty excited about it. But now this thing's at $2.5 billion, and the question is when is this going to stop? Well, I want to go right over to the Capybara token, and I want to remind you guys that, this coin, in its first couple days of existing, also took a run to about 2.1 billion. So the Loaded Lions token has already surpassed a higher market cap than the Capybara token. Why am I comparing these two coins? Well, because this is another coin that had a very similar run. It's the second biggest coin that's ever come to Kronos. Possibly it might have even been bigger than Corgi AI. But here's what happened with it. It exploded, and then it came back down quite a bit, came back up, and now currently sitting a little bit lower. Came all the way down from its high, down 95%, and now from its highs is only down 80%, which is still significant, but really right on track with some of the other memes out there. What you've got going on as well is let's look at Corgi AI. I wanted to show you. Here's Corgi AI on Kronos, currently sitting at a $61 million market cap. And if you take a peek at this token, this one had an ultra run, got up to 500 million, came back down, spiked all the way up to 1.4. So yeah, this was the first big meme on Kronos. And eventually it took a tumble, currently sitting down, 96%. Capybara was then the second biggest, in fact, the number one meme that's ever come to Kronos, getting to 2.2 billion essentially. Now we've got Lion token, and it's at 2.52 billion market cap, which is just wild, especially when you look at Kronos coin, which is currently sitting at rank number 34 at a $2.7 billion market cap. The Loaded Lions meme coin is just $200 million away from flipping the Kronos coin. How unbelievable is that? Is that going to happen? It might happen. It's got momentum. It could happen. If you're up on the Loaded Lions token, I am not giving financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. That's not what I'm going to do here. I'm not trying to panic anybody. I'm not trying to have anybody buy this or anybody sell this per se. But I'll tell you this. Historically, when you are up on a crypto investment, especially a meme coin, if you're not pulling out your initial investment or taking out even some profit, you're going to have a hard time winning in crypto overall. It's always a good idea to take profit. To be honest with you guys, this is an absolutely unreasonable market cap for this token, not just in general, but specifically at this time in the crypto market. As Bitcoin's below $90,000, tomorrow we have tariffs going live in the US, and we're probably going to have some reciprocal tariffs coming, and the total market cap is down from its highs. The fact that this coin is exploding right now is very difficult for me to understand, which says that it's kind of getting pumped up by somebody who probably CDC, because the reality is on the Kronos chain, there's only about 5,000 active wallets right now. And there's just no way that 5,000 active wallets had enough money to pump this to 2.52 billion. So what's likely happening here is crypto.com is accumulating themselves and pushing this chart higher. And I think that this has happened with Capybara. I think this has happened with Quirky AI. And now it's certainly happening with the Lion token. Could it head higher? Sure. Maybe it even goes 2x from here to 5 billion. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Could it happen? It could. But if you're not looking at this green candle, if you bought down here and you're not looking at this green candle and considering taking profits, or, if you haven't taken profits, I always like to see people take some profits. I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good idea in general. You want to be a winner. You're certainly a winner at this point. And if you look at the history of these things, Capybara came back down 90%, and Corgi AI came back down 90%. And I'm going to just go out and say at some point, Loaded Lions token is probably going to come back down 90%. Can it rebound? Can it go a lot higher? Maybe. I don't know. But I want to issue a warning about this because I see a lot of people having optimism and excitement about it, which is excellent. I love to see it. I'm rooting for it. But I know that there's people that let these chances to take excellent profit on an excellent investment that, from the standpoint of you buy low and you could sell high, and an excellent investment from having an opportunity to take profit. I know there's people that let their excellent investment opportunity to sell at these highs dwindle away, and people end up selling down here or worse, down here. And maybe even after having bought over here, you end up losing after having a chance to catch a 2x or something even better. Should the CRO token get flipped by, should the CRO token get flipped by Lion? No, I don't think it should. Is it going to? It might. What does that mean for CRO? Well, it's not a great look for CRO, but I don't really care. I'm bullish on it. We've already seen Corgi AI have big explosions, Capybara doing price action when we weren't seeing Crow move. This is what happens. It happens from time to time. There's a coin that comes out on Kronos and it goes to over $1 billion market cap. It takes the community by storm. But the end goal for everybody in the Kronos ecosystem should probably be to get more Kronos tokens, or even to get more Bitcoin. I don't think you can have enough Bitcoin, but making profit on the memes to accumulate more Kronos should be the goal, because at the end of the day, if you look at all the memes on Kronos, that which goes up will come back down at some point, and perhaps later in the bull market get another rebound. But unless you're trying to YOLO and take an extremely risk-on play and only buy memes, I think it's good to diversify and take profit back to CRO. If you believe in CRO, what does this mean for the long term for Crow? I think that it just brings eyes to CRO. I think that it is leaving some questions as to why isn't CRO pumping right now, but that shouldn't really be shocking. Bitcoin dominance is coming up right now. Bitcoin is currently sitting at 85K. Ahead of the tariffs, which might cause Bitcoin to slip down on tariffs coming out tomorrow. Our total market cap is right now testing key support off the highs from March of 2024, maybe getting a bounce off this range. If we slip lower, Crow coin would likely slip lower, and Loaded Lions coin should probably not continue to pump if our total market cap continues to slip down. This thing is very pumped up right now. I'm bullish on CRO. I'm bullish on crypto.com. I think they're doing a lot of great things. They've launched a lot of products. I want to talk to you guys very quickly also about this story that I found, which might seem like a bad story, but it's not really a big deal. I just want to share it with you guys. Ohio puts Kalshi, Robinhood, and Crypto.com in crosshairs. The Ohio's gaming regulator has launched enforcement action against Crypto.com, accusing them of offering prediction markets that equates to sports betting. Crypto.com now allows you to bet on certain sporting events. And in certain states in the U.S., you shouldn't be surprised to hear this, in certain states in the United States of America, there are very strict rules and regulations on gaming. And so this is causing a little hiccup for them in Ohio. I'm sure they're going to get it resolved. Maybe they eliminate the capabilities for people in Ohio to participate in sports betting on their platform. I bet you that's how this is going to pan out. But anyway, it's an interesting story. I just wanted to share with you guys. Doesn't make me bearish on Crypto.com at all. I just thought these are interesting stories that I wanted to share with you guys today. I am bullish on Crypto.com. I'm bullish on the Kronos coin. I think one day Kronos is still going to reach $1. And heck, I still think it could even reach $2 or maybe even higher in the future. Is that going to happen in this bull market? Well, I wouldn't really be surprised, but we need the bull market to get back on track. And if you're expecting Kronos coin to explode right now, while the broader market is showing weakness, then you need to zoom out. You need to look at the macro picture. We're waiting on the Fed to cut rates. We're waiting on a lot of things to happen in the crypto space, and we're waiting on the crypto space to get more bullish. We're just not there yet, guys. But I think at some point, Bitcoin will turn around, and we will see these crypto markets head higher. Looking at the price of CRO right now, just kind of understanding where we're at, we might see CRO, if Bitcoin slips down to $70,000, revisit the 7-cent level. So that is a good accumulation zone. I think now is a decent accumulation zone as well. We're certainly down from our highs back in December and January. And so I like these discounts. Warning, tomorrow tariffs go live. You might get a further discount. If you're up in the Loaded Lions token, I like to see people take profits. I'm not urging people to, panic sell or sell or, I want the thing to keep going up. But I also like people winning in crypto. And I wanted to reiterate to you guys that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to give financial advice. I believe in crypto. I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in the company Crypto.com. And therefore, I believe the CR token is going to go a lot higher. I'm super happy to see that the Loaded Lions coin is going so high, making so many people so much money. I just hope you guys are coming out a winner on that one, because we've seen what's happened with Capybara in the past. We've seen what's happened with Corgi AI. And eventually, there are retracements. So make sure you're a winner, guys. Just want to give you guys that update in this video. I'm CryptoKip. This is Crypto Report. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. DCA HODL. And if you want to sign up for Blowfin, do some trading of your own, you can sign up for Blowfin using the link in the comments down below. A great platform to leverage trade CRO or any of your favorite altcoins. You can do spot buys there, very low fees, and up to a $5,000 deposit bonus when you sign up. That's all I got in this one. 2 videos here if you want to check them out, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.